There's a private gated community in Coconut Grove, so tucked away, most Miami locals don't even know it exists. No signage, no sidewalk traffic, just a single stone entry off Pine Avenue that opens into a world of tropical gardens, historic charm, and some of the most architecturally significant homes in Miami. It's called Ye Little Wood, and yes, the name is part of the charm. I'm Riley Smith, a trusted Miami Realtor and neighborhood expert, and I'm taking you behind the gates of Ye Little Wood for a full tour of this ultra-exclusive enclave. My team and I have represented multiple properties in this neighborhood, including 3845 Wood Avenue. So if you're a buyer who values privacy, character, and timeless investment potential, this one's for you. Once you're inside Ye Little Wood, the vibe changes immediately. The noise of the city, gone. You're in this lush, secluded enclave where the streets actually curve around century-old trees, and the architecture reads like a greatest hits album of Miami design over the last 100 years. Now, this place was originally developed in 1915, back when people were still getting around Coconut Grove by horse and buggy. The land belonged to a guy named William Vogelson Little, and the first house ever built here. It's still standing. His wife was an actress who literally used to perform theater on their front porch. That's the kind of history we're talking about here. Today, Ye Little Wood is made up of just about 3 dozen homes, and that's it. No new phases, no tear down and subdivide options. This neighborhood has stayed small by design, and that's exactly what makes it so special. What really makes the place stand out is the architectural mix. On one block, you've got a historic coral rock cottage that looks like it belongs in an old Florida postcard. A few doors down, there's a sleek modern estate that feels like a Balinese resort, with all the bells and whistles you'd expect in an ultra-luxury home. It's that balance of character and innovation that gives Ye Little Wood its soul. And here's the thing, every home here is one of a kind. You don't get cookie-cutter houses. What you get is thoughtful design, high-end materials, and a real sense of presence. Even the newer builds have to follow strict architectural review guidelines, which means every home has to fit the aesthetic and feel of the neighborhood. Think natural stone, native landscaping, and smart design that blends into the environment, not screams over it. Now let's talk lifestyle, because this isn't just about pretty homes and pretty trees. The location here is absolute gold. You're within walking distance of some of the Grove's best green spaces. Merry Christmas Park is literally around the corner, super popular with families, shaded, and one of the few spots in Miami where you'll actually see people walking their dogs and letting their kids run wild under a giant oak canopy. Then there's the Kampong, which is kind of Coconut Grove's best kept secret. It's a former botanical estate turned tropical garden right on the water. You've got mango trees, flowering orchids, even plants collected by David Fairchild himself. Yes, that Fairchild. It's serene, it's historical, and it feels like you've stepped into another world. Not far off, there's Kennedy Park too, great for joggers, pickleballers, and anyone who wants to grab a frozen lemonade from AC's truck and just watch the bay. I mean, how many places can you do that on your lunch break? And when you're ready to leave the peace and greenery behind for a minute, hop in the car. Coral Gables is 10 minutes away, Brickell's about 15, and you're just a quick ride from the shops, cafes, and rooftop bars of downtown Coconut Grove. Cocoa Walk, Green Street, Sadelle's, Jaguar, you name it, it's right there. It's a walkable village lifestyle, but with the access and energy of a major city just minutes away. I always say, if you're lucky enough to live in Ye Little Wood, Green Street becomes your breakfast nook. Ransom and Carrollton become your school car line, and Biscayne Bay, that's your backyard, even if you're not on the water. Most of the homes here have deeded access to nearby marinas, which means the boating lifestyle is absolutely in play. Security is top-notch too. We're talking 24/7 manned gatehouse, private pedestrian paths, and properties that are practically invisible from the street thanks to those signature ficus hedges. Add hurricane-rated impact glass and mandatory generators to the mix, and you've got peace of mind baked right in. And for anyone wondering about flooding, which yes, is a real concern in Miami, Ye Little Wood is actually in a lower risk flood zone. It's not completely off the map, but far better than most areas this close to the bay. That means lower premiums and fewer surprises, especially for buyers financing a home. Now, if you've been watching this thinking, this sounds great, but is it even possible to get into this neighborhood? Well, here's the real talk. Turnover is low, like very low. Most years only 1 or 2 homes change hands, and when they do, they move quietly and quickly, usually to someone who's been circling for a while. But if you're one of those buyers who truly values privacy, walkability, and architectural charm, this is the kind of place you wait for. And when the opportunity shows up, you act. What we're seeing more of now are buyers who initially rented in the Grove, fell in love with the vibe, and are now ready to put down roots. That first wave came down from the Northeast during COVID, just looking for a temporary change of pace. But now, they're staying. They've got their kids in school, they've found their rhythm, and they want permanence. And Ye Little Wood offers exactly that. It's not just a beautiful place to live, it's a legacy play. The kind of neighborhood where your investment is protected not just by market forces, but by character, scarcity, and community. So whether you're dreaming about a classic Grove cottage or looking to build something show-stopping with your favorite architect, Ye Little Wood delivers the canvas and the context. If you want more behind-the-gate looks at Miami's most exclusive neighborhoods, hit the subscribe button. And if Ye Little Wood just made it into your real estate vision board, give me a call. I'd love to help you start mapping out your way into this exclusive Coconut Grove neighborhood.